Dear students, let us continue the experiment 8. So, in the previous lecture video, we had done till P4. Again, P0 will need of P0 it will be checked. So, need of P0 is 7, which is not less than but equal to 7. Okay. Then 4. 4 is equal to 4 and 3 is less than 5. So now P0 need of P0 can also be satisfied because need of P0 is less or equal to available, that is 745. Then P0 allocation will be released and it will be added to the available. So 0 plus 7 7, 1 plus 4 5 and 0 plus 5 5, 7 5 5. Now P0 will be completed. Next is left is P2. So P2 needs will be checked. So 6 is less than 7, 0 is less than 5, 0 is less than 5. Yes. So it is completed. P2 is complete. P2 need can be satisfied because its need is less than the available matrix. Next, P2 will be allocation of P2 will be released. So 7 plus 3 10, 0 plus 5 5 and 2 plus 5 7. So 10 5 7, how much it is initial instance is there, we got it. And this is the algorithm we use. So let work and finish with m and n respectively. We should initialize our work with the available matrix and we should assign finish I equal to false. Then for every finish I equal to false, need is less or equal to experiment work. If no such I exists, go to step 4. Work equal to work plus allocation. If it is satisfied, if need I is less than the available, then work will be equal to work plus allocation. Finish of I equal to true, go to step 2. If finish of I equal to true for all I, then the system is in a safe state. If finish of all I equal to true, then the system is in safe state. Now let us go to the program itself. Here program it is there. According to the algorithm and how we studied, will be good. So hash include studio.h, hash include stdlab.h, integer main. Integer maximum will define some matrix. Maximum 10 10, need 10 10, allocation 10 10, available completed 10 10, save sequence 10 10. Next, integer will define some more variable prij, process count, count equal to 0. So enter the number of processes. So we have to enter the number of processes. So here how many number of processes is there? Here number of processes, you can see P0, P1, P2, P3, P4. So total 5 processes are there. So here we can enter n is P is 5. Enter the number of processes. Next, I equal to 0, I less than P, I plus plus, and we will assign completed I equal to 0 because in the beginning none of them have completed. Then with a matrix here. Then enter the number of resources. So here how many type of resources are there? Here A, B, C, 3 type of resources are there. So we'll enter RA nothing but 3. Enter the number of resources. Then we have to enter the maximum matrix for each process. So maximum practice enter the max matrix for each process. So I equal to 0, I less than p, I plus plus. So for process I plus 1, that is 0 is static of the first process, j equal to 0, j less than r, and j plus plus. So maximum resources required for each process is using this for two for loop we can use. that is max I j. So we can get this matrix. Which matrix? Maximum matrix. That is this one. Max we can get. That is 753322. Each process we can get in this code. Next, enter the allocation for each process. How much unit of each resources is allocated to each process. We'll allocate here. Allocation is 0 1 0 2 0 0 3 0 2 2 1 1. So this matrix will enter here. Enter the allocation for each process. So I equal to 0, I less than p, I plus plus for process percentage d, I plus 1, j equal to 0, j less than r, j plus plus percentage d and percent allocation ij. Then enter the available resources. Suppose total resources, how much it is available? For I equal to 0, I less than r, I plus plus, that is scanner percentage and percent available I. So like here three resources are there. So in the beginning available it is are 10, 5 and 7 will take 10, 5 and 7. So here available is 10, 5 and 7. For I equal to 0, I less than p, I plus plus, j equal to 0, j less than r, j plus plus. Need I, need of each resources for each process. How we can find out? Maximum minus allocation. So here we can see that this need matrix we can get it from maximum minus allocation. So 7 minus 0 is 7, 5 minus 1 is 4, and 3 minus 0 is 3. Like that on full matrix we find out need. Then we'll run a do while loop. So in this one, maximum matrix allocation matrix will display. So for I equal to 0, I less than p, I plus plus, j equal to 0, j less than r, j plus plus will display a maximum matrix, which is where this is the maximum matrix. Then again we will display allocation matrix using j equal to 0, j less than r, j plus plus allocation ij. So here we can display a allocation matrix like 0 1 0 2 0 0 3 0 2 2 1 1 0 0. Allocation matrix, maximum matrix it is there. Then we assign process equal to -1 for I equal to 0, I less than p and I plus plus if completed of I equal to 0. In the beginning itself we have assigned completed of all the process will be 0. If completed of I equal to 0, that means we assume that it is not completed. Then process equal to I. Process I value is 0 here, process equal to 0. For j equal to 0, j less than r, j plus plus. If available j is less than need of I. That means for this instance, if available of 0 is less than need of 0 0. That means here is available. Available is how much? 10 5 7 minus 7 2 5, that is 5 3 2. If 5 3 2, if need is less than available, if available of j is less than need, this available is less than, so then we can assume we can assign process equal to -1 and break. Then it will keep on going on till this condition satisfied. If this condition fails, then it will come here. If process equal to -1, then we will break the for loop. Then if process equal is not equal to -1, then what will happen? Here means if process is not equal to -1, it means available of j is greater than need, so it can be satisfied. Then process percentage d runs to completion process plus